Goal defense, Shante Seal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Cigar Sobers Gymnasium in Woolley. Game 21 of the Americas Netball World Championship Qualifiers, Barbados versus the US of A. We would have just heard the lineup of the two teams. United States goal shooter Nikisha Tyndall, goal attack Trishana Daly, wing attack Miasha Brown, center Tawanda Holder, wing defense Brittany Shea, goal defense Oshina Graham, goalkeeper Lakita Jackson. I'm Cameron Greenidge, and I'm going to be sharing this space this evening with Camille Cadogan. Team Barbados, goal shooter Latonia Blackman, goal attack Nikita Payne, wing attack Sabrina Smith, center Amanda Knight, wing defense Teresa Howell, goal defense is Shante Seal, and goalkeeper is Shawnee Azur Bruce.
Now, the last time these teams met in 2004 after the tournament, the result was Barbados 57 and the USA 26. So we already have an interception from Barbados from the goalkeeper Azur Bruce. So Barbados is off to a rocking start in this match.
The ball was stolen by the goal defense from the US of A.
Now we notice wing defense Robinson from the US has a very heavily bandaged right shoulder.
Her leading shoulder, that is. The USA converts on their center pass. Playing the center for Barbados is Amanda Knight. Amanda is a student, or was a student at Queen's College, and she is the recent recipient of a Barbados scholarship, and then she'll be going on to the University of Guelph.
Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful news for her. I wish her all the best in her studies as she represents us in the UK.
I think the Guelph is in Canada.
In
Canada.
Canada, okay.
Yes. Notably, we had a miss by Barbados' goal shooter on their center pass by the captain, Latonia Blackman, who is the most capped player in Barbados history. Latonia has 142 caps to date.
That's incredible.
It is incredible. So this game will make it 143.
Yes.
Latonia is one of the most versatile player in the Barbados. The 12 players who are representing Barbados at this America's Qualifiers tournament. She is the recipient of, for her recognition, she has won a national award. Obstruction on the goal defense of the United States. Nikita Payne. Nikita Payne is the lone semi-professional player of netball in Barbados history.
Yes.
The lone. She played for 1 year with Loughborough Lightning in the UK Super League. So we're hoping that some of the things that she would have learned,
she would have picked up
in that competition, she brings to the Beijing Gems. And hopefully she would have paved the way for future netballers. So we'll really see what's going to happen in 2019. If we're going to see some more doing what Nikita would have done.
Entering a semi-professional
in
league.
terms of semi-professionalism. Yeah. So far, Team USA isn't making it easy for Barbados at all.
They scored the first 2 goals of the game. Barbados now tying with them at 3-all.
We have a case where Barbados is ranked number 12 globally, and Team USA doesn't have any world ranking. So at the end of this competition, they're going to come with something. So what I'm seeing is that the lower ranked team at this point in time is challenging the team with the higher ranking.
Higher ranking, yes. And a number of the members of the U.S. team, this will be their first afternoon tournament. So a lot of them haven't been playing at the international level for a long time.
So far, you would never have guessed that.
It's true.
They're taking it to. They're taking the game to Barbados, and is that a testament to Team USA, who has a Bajan influence?
I mean, so you're speaking of Coach Don Small.
I'm speaking of Coach Don Small.
Yes, Don Small would have captained the 2007 Barbados team to the World Netball Championships in New Zealand.
In New Zealand.
So she's coming as well with a wealth of experience.
And the knowledge of what the Barbados team...
Exactly. Being a member of that team. And she had been playing for a while as well.
And ironically, Dawn represented Sewell Williams-Rogers.
Yes.
She played for the current coach of the Barbados team, Sandra Bruce Mall.
Yes.
In Sewell Williams-Rogers, and also a student of the got sealed by Azure Bruce.
That was excellent defense by the Barbados team. As you can see, the U.S. were looking around the court frantically to try to find someone to pass the ball to, and ultimately Barbados came away with the interception. The crowd loving that play and loving the goal scored.
What happened was, I think Barbados played some defense at the transverse, so stifling defense actually, by the transverse line, and they put some doubt into the passer of the USA's team. So I was saying, Don Small would have played under Sandra Bruce Small, also as a student of Randy Adams. Yes.
So she would have an idea of what
what the
coaching style is, and probably like, have a insight into what her tactics.
Yes. And then we also have the manager of Team USA.
Yes.
She too played in Sewell Williams-Rogers. She too played with Sandra Bruce Mall at some point in time. So Team USA has that inside knowledge.
Yes, they have insider information.
Is it insider trading?
We hope not.
To their advantage.
As I was mentioning, the fact that there are many of the USA players that are now playing at this level. There are actually 9 of them that this is their first after qualifier. So that speaks to the level of inexperience when it comes to international netball. But definitely, as you can see from on the court, it's not inexperience when it comes to play of the game itself. Because
that was a good deflection by Shantae Seal. Yeah. Shantae is a national volleyballer and many times high jump champion for perennial girls school champion Springer Memorial. So I think we can expect to see some more deflections and steals from her as she uses that vertical jump for Team Barbados. So far, with 6:48 to go in the first quarter, Barbados 9, Team USA 6. Collision between goal
defense
shooter Electronic Blackman and the goal defense from the USA.
Oshina Graham. But Blackman is not rattled by the fall, and she scores her attempt. I find even at the center pass, Barbados is really defending hard because So then just know you saw the center looking like, where am I going to pass this ball?
Yes.
Because the defense was strong.
For work call on the wing defense, Teresa Howell. There is too much clamoring in the center third.
Yes, I agree.
Yes. Barbados still good call.
Oh, he going.
I'm looking for some set plays from the Barbados team. The umpire is setting the penalty.
That was good movement there by Nikita Payne.
They're getting to the ball. They get the ball quicker than the USA's team. Footwork call on goal shooter Latonia Blackman.
I find there are a lot of footwork calls being called in this tournament in general. From many of the games, there are a lot of footwork calls, and I don't know if at this level of netball.
Well, it shouldn't.
Yes, it shouldn't be that. That's a basic.
That is one of the basics. Yes. Barbados seems to be preparing for their clash tomorrow night with Grenada.
Yes, that's going to be a game to see.
We can see over on the Barbados bench the reserves about to warm up with 4:40 to go in the first quarter. There is around the goal circle for Team Barbados. There is no fluidity. There is a bit too much moving in the shooting circle. The goal shooter seems a bit uncertain at this stage how to play her opponent.
Yeah. And I'm not hearing any communication between her and the goal attack.
Yes. They're shooting. She's so emotionless. The crowd seems to be loving that one.
Bit of a misunderstanding there, I guess, between the wing defense.
Barbados 14, USA 7, 3:09 on the clock. Good box out by the goal shooter.
Yeah, I noticed that, yes. So in case there was a need for an offensive rebound.
Yes. There is no communication between the two defenses from the USA.
Yes.
Yeah. And
which caused that little mix up there just now, and Payne being free.
And they're already showing signs of fatigue.
Already?
I think the two shooters from the Barbados team, the constant movement in the circle is causing them to be tired quickly. It is different to playing against a good contact force there by the goal defense from the Barbados team. A caution from the umpire. It will be interesting how the defenses from Team USA will match up against a post-up or less mobile shooter.
Yes.
Should Barbados make any necessary or want changes? How ball? No cohesion from the USA.
And again, Blackman boxing out the defense to give her a better chance at getting the rebound. Now Barbados on a runaway here. They score 18.
When was the last time the USA scored a goal?
You ask very good questions, Cameron.
Well, they haven't scored within the last 2 minutes.
No, they haven't, for sure.
They gotta be patient on their center passes, and remember, is one center pass at a time. The game is getting a little too physical, so the umpires got to do the job and take control of the situation. Contact call on goalkeeper Shanita Zerbrus. Good rebound by the
Very
goal
good
attack.
rebound.
And she scores. So the USA has broken the drought.
It's seconds to go in the first quarter. That was great movement in the circle by Nikita Payne. And to show her approval of that movement, wing attack Smith gives her a high five.
In that case, a low five.
I stand corrected.
At the end of quarter number 1, game 21, Barbados 20, USA 8.
This one's going to be interesting. She has 7 from 10 and Daly 1 from 2. For Team Barbados,
as we resume the second quarter of the game, Barbados versus the USA. Amanda Knight, who is playing center for Team Barbados, would have come through all the ranks of the various national teams. She was on the under 16 team, she made the under 21 team, and now she has transitioned that to the senior level. So we can see that Amanda, and she's also a very, very good dancer.
Okay, she is?
Yes. She's a scholarship winner in dance as well.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So not only does she play netball, but she dances as well.
I like to hear about our young people being well-rounded and being very talented in many different disciplines, many different areas.
Multi-talented.
Yeah.
We don't see any changes from Team Barbados at this point. But the USA seems to have made one change in their circles. One goal for Team USA, and they have scored off Barbados' center pass.
Yeah, even though Barbados is leading, they can't afford to lose their center pass.
No, they can't.
We have some stats for you from the first quarter. Goal shooter for the USA, Tyndall. She scored 7 goals from her 10 attempts. Goal attack Daly scored 1 goal from 2 attempts. For Barbados, goal shooter Blackman, she scored 13 goals from 15 attempts. And Payne scored 7 goals from 8 attempts.
Goal shooter just forced an infringement call on the goal defense from Barbados. The spectators are getting into the game.
Yes, they're really enjoying this action on the court. We hope you are too if you're watching. Those of you who are watching, I hope you're enjoying as well.
Obstruction call on the goalkeeper.
The change made by the US, they switched the goal shooter and the goal attack. So Nikisha Tyndall is now at goal attack, and Oshina Graham is now at goal shooter. Maybe
they've gone for the height in the circle that I was just talking about, because it was easier for Shawnee Azure-Bruce, goal shooter by Latona Blackman. It was easier for Shawnee Azure-Bruce to mark a shorter player. But the goal shooter, she has height, and she has that elevation going for her.
Sorry, a correction. Oshina Green was at goal defense. So now she is playing goal shooter. The former goal attack for the US was Trishana Daly. She's off. And in new goal defense is Shonique Robinson. This for the US.
We're early in the second quarter, but the scoring rate for Barbados has slowed a little.
Yeah, I noticed that as well, Cameron.
Yes, it's center pass. That would brought the crowd alive.
Of course it would. That was an excellent catch by the experienced Latanya Blackman.
We're not doing ourselves, or Team Barbados isn't doing themselves. Good steal there by the center from USA. Team Barbados isn't doing themselves a whole lot if the goal attack takes herself out of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
In this quarter already, she has done that. Dummy move by the goal shooter. She is bringing the keeper into the game. Yeah, scores a penalty. And it was Barbados' center pass.
Yes, it was. Again.
So even though the Gems are leading, they're not outplaying the USA.
No, not currently at the start of the second quarter.
Contact call. So USA has a sitter. They scored 2 straight.
We hope Barbados isn't getting complacent with their lead because it's very early in the game. This lead can be cut down.
The goal attack, Nikita Payne, I think she needs to get a little more involved and share the scoring load with the goal shooter. As I said, she's literally taken herself out of the game. That was an easy steal.
Very easy.
And as we speak, Payne scores.
Maybe she heard you, Cameron.
I think she did. The wing attack and the goal shooter for Barbados, Sabrina Smith and Latonia Blackman, represent the same local netball club,
which is
Guardian General Pride Villa. Okay. So there's that communication that the two of them will always have.
Yes, because they're comfortable with
each other. Then when we look in the defense, we have Pie Hill St. Barnabas' defensive duo of Shauna Azure-Bruce at goalkeeper and Shante Seal at goal defense. So we have 2 combinations in both thirds. So maybe that can be used to Barbados' advantages as well.
For sure.
We don't know much about the team from the USA. USA just forced a turnover on the center from Barbados. We don't know much about team from USA, but I think the structure of their program is similar to that of Canada.
Okay.
They have a weekend of trials, and from that weekend of trials, their national team is usually selected.
Okay.
Yes.
That sounds like a very rigorous process.
It is. It is. I think the similarity to Canada is that you go for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So wherever you live, whatever state you're from, you're expected to get to wherever the trials are being held.
Okay.
Yeah.
That definitely, especially if you live far, would show a level of commitment from these girls, these ladies.
So it is a lot of dedication
for sure
on their part.
And it's something that we probably would take for granted here in small Barbados, because if you were to do something like that, it wouldn't take much of anybody to travel to anywhere here for trials.
There goes the volleyballer. Good steal. The crowd is cheering every move, every catch from Team Barbados.
They're fully behind the
I think, yes. They came expecting big things tonight and knowing that the next 2 games aren't going to be this easy.
They're not going to be walks in the park.
At all.
I honestly think Grenada is a team you have to keep your eyes on.
I do. I think so as well. But why would that be when I can't remember Grenada ever beating Barbados?
I'm looking forward to see Shawnette Azure Bruce against the height of Kato in the circle, and see how, because remember Grenada depends on that overhead pass into Kato. So I'm anxious to see how Azure Bruce and Kato will fare and match up.
And Kato comes into the game to more the fresher of the two because she didn't play tonight.
No, she didn't, exactly.
So she's gonna have some fresh legs. So we're gonna wait and see how Shauna is gonna deal with that. And Kato has top level experience.
She does.
So you can't get away from that obstruction call on center on Monday night. The USA is scoring a little quicker than in the first quarter.
The heavily bandaged shoulder that I mentioned from the wing defense at the start of the game certainly has not limited her mobility at all on the court.
Maybe it's a protective shoulder blade that she's using.
Maybe.
Remember in the very first game that USA played, one of their players
dislocated
the shoulder. So maybe maybe that is her. Umpires whistle.
She seems to be cautioning a player.
Yes, the wing defense that we just spoke about. We're not seeing anything from Nikita Payne in the shooting circle.
Not in this quarter.
Go shooter Latonia Blackman is having to. She missed the easiest of shots.
Uncharacteristic of her.
That is one of the things that coaches wouldn't want happening at all. You can't miss those easy shots. Good player by the wing attack. Obstruction call on the goal defense.
Again, another easy shot.
Yeah.
This time from the U.S. And now Barbados gets another chance.
Payne is not taking any shots at all in this game.
They're relying very heavily on Latonia Blackman. USA will make a change to their goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper has gone off the court. It is surprising that Payne isn't scoring. She literally isn't taking any attempts.
In the first quarter, she took 8 attempts and scored 7 of those. But from my knowledge, this quarter she hasn't really taken.
She's gone off the ball.
Yes, I can only remember about 2, maybe, attempts that she's taken.
Okay, my memory doesn't go that far.
We'll wait to see the stats at the end of
the second quarter. All of the court, Barbados throwing. 35 to Barbados, 16 to the USA with under 2 minutes to go. Good challenge by the goalkeeper from the US.
There was another attempt by Payne.
Well, that one wouldn't count because
that one wouldn't count. But there she scores one.
She scored. Blackman misses again. The game is a little scrappy at points in time.
And I find this quarter a little more low-key than the first one.
It is.
The energy isn't as high. I'm not sure if the players are fatigued or what, but the energy doesn't feel as high as the first quarter.
Good deflection by Teresa Hollow. Barbados 37, USA 16. Obstruction call on the goalkeeper. USA converts a penalty. So Barbados leads by 20 goals at the halftime, 37-17. We'll wait the statistics, the shooting statistics, as they come to us.
Sun Bay Hotel, a beautiful tropical oasis in Barbados. Modern, affordable, and comfortable accommodation. An ideal place to stay. Try our Bajan delicacies or Caribbean and international cuisine. Friendly and excellent staff here to ensure you have an enjoyable stay with us. Click, call, or find us on Facebook and meet us at the Sun Bay Hotel. Comfortable, friendly, value.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
As we await the start of the third quarter in the game between Barbados versus the U.S., we have some stats for you from the second quarter. Goal shooter Tyndall scored 5 goals from 7 attempts. And goal attack Graham scored 4 goals from 5 attempts. For Barbados, goal shooter Blackman scored 15 goals from 17 attempts, and Payne scored 2 from 2. We have some changes for the Barbados team. Coming on at wing defense is Sade Brown. Wing attack is now Demisha Croney. Goal attack, Brianna Holder. And goal defense, Tonisha Rockyaw.
And Tonisha Rockyaw also brings some measure of international netball to her game. She went to school, or she was awarded a scholarship to St. Bede's College in Sussex, UK in 2010. She was at under 16, under 21, and she's now a senior player. USA set a pass. Good stop there by vice captain Demisha Croney. The introduction of Sade Brown, that's an interesting player, or a very interesting name in local netball. Good steal by goalkeeper Shana Ozura Bruce. The Brown family, as we know, Sade is the daughter to Melcia Brown. Melcia is a former under 19, I think. At one time, Barbados had an under 19 team. Melcia would have made that team. So Sade is Melcia's daughter.
Carrying on the legacy.
Yes. Also the niece of former national player Jackie Brown. No, Jackie Brown McConney. And she is the cousin to Samantha Brown and Sabrina Brown, who would have also played nationals for Barbados. So Sade Brown is maintaining the legacy of the Browns. Good shooting by Captain Latonia Blackman.
That's good that the Browns continue to be in netball, be involved in netball.
As we speak, Brown contacts. The Brianna Holder, the baby of the team, if you want to call it that, is the daughter to Margaret Cotton, who is the assistant coach to the Barbados team. Brianna would have been around netball literally all her life.
All her life, yes.
With the likes of former national players Sonia Banfield and Maureen Bourne. For those persons who don't know Maureen Bourne, I think she's a former Maureen Withers. So Brianna has all that experience under her belt at such a young age. Good steal by the wing defense from the USA. The USA is transitioning the ball. Is transitioning the ball a little easier now that the defense from Barbados has changed.
I noticed that as well.
The umpire is cautioning or warning Brown. Contact call in the center of the Barbados. I don't know if the contact call obstruction on the goalkeeper. I don't know if the change in goal defense and wing defense at the same time is allowing anything for Barbados to happen. They now have to adjust all over again to the style forward call. They have to adjust to the style of the U.S. attack. Brianna's going to take the, she misses.
currently in this quarter, USA has scored 3 and Barbados has scored 3. So they're evenly matched so far at the start of the quarter. And a few interceptions so far made by the...
What I like about Brianna's playing is when she gets into the goal circle, she's not afraid to take that shot.
Agreed.
And as a coach and as a former shooting coach in the Barbados team 2011, that's what I like. You go into the circle and you take that shot.
Take the shot.
Yes.
Because you don't have one shooter.
You have two.
You have two.
Yeah. And it takes 2 shooters. Good steal from center Amanda Knight. 2 shooters will win every game.
Yes. That was
Barbados continues to throw away the ball.
It was unnecessary. It was very easy interception because the pass was passed straight to the goal defense from the US.
They're scrappy.
You need to pull it back.
They need to pull it back. Good terminology.
Well, thank you.
Barbados center pass. There it goes again.
And the crowd is getting very agitated.
Yeah, because Barbados is making mistake after mistake. Contact call on the wing attack. They're making mistake after mistake after mistake. And it's their center pass that they're losing.
Do you think the changes may have caused them to lose their rhythm?
Yes. I don't know. I can't speak to what the coach may be looking for. If she wants to introduce some players to give them a feel of the court before tomorrow night's game. But we aren't taking any attempts. Contact on the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper saw that one, but she reacted too late.
Too late, yeah, she jumped too late.
And while the Gems are leading, they're having to fight for everything. Good rebound by goal shooter Latonia Black.
Contact called on.
Contact call on Blackman. Barbados is playing scrappy. Good deflection, steal by wing attack Crony. Blackman scores. 43 to 43 to Barbados, 22 to USA. Under 8 minutes to go in third quarter. The US is being patient on their passes. Miscommunication between wing attack and goal shooter.
That's good movement. That was great, excellent movement of the ball down the court.
Another penalty to Brown to Holder. Barbados is center pass. Forward call on the goal attack from Barbados. I think what happened was that the wing attack saw the goal attack running, and she still gave her the ball, and she couldn't land.
She couldn't land, yeah.
Brown has brought some aggression to the wing defense position, but she is not doing herself. She's not doing herself any good because the umpire has continually called her for obstruction or contact. So she has to be careful in what she's doing.
Yes, she does. She doesn't want to give away penalties in the circle.
Good ball distribution. Holder take a penalty. Scores.
And we're seeing a Holder playing a good support role, but it seems she's going to be coming off.
Nikita Payne returns to the court. Holder goes to the bench. Do you think that Payne was tired?
I don't know, unless Holder is hurt, because she goes straight to sit next to the doctor, Luana Harper.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be well. And as we speak, we can see the reserves go to warm up to the warm-up area again. USA scores a penalty, 45 to Barbados, 23 to USA. Obstruction call on the goal defense from the USA. Payne had 2 from 2 in the second quarter. For a shooter of her caliber, that shouldn't happen. Good steal by the center from Barbados.
That was great work by Barbados just now. This is the netball from Barbados that we want to see for sure.
Yes. The shooting circle, they're now outplaying goal shooter Latonya Blackman is now outplaying the defenses from the USA. That was a good deflection by the attack crony. I think when you look at stats, she would have had 2 or 3 of those deep into the third
yeah.
of the USA contact goal shooter call. So that's a turnover to the USA. Good shooting by the goal shooter from the US. That was a good lean by Bruce as well.
That was an excellent ball into the circle. Good movement by Blackman. Good collection of the ball.
Blackman continues to score. Goal defense to Disha Royal makes a steal.
The US was just passing around the ball as they were doing a drill. There was no commitment or...
A passing drill?
Yes. They were very lackadaisical about it. There was no fervor or anything so behind the passes, which probably led to that steal just now.
Oh, that was a good stop by the goal defense from the USA. There Brown goes again. You got to know when to go and when to pull it back.
It's true.
Good rotation by the shooters from the USA. That was what, 2 straight goals?
And it's their center pass.
Barbados is losing some easy center passes. 3 straight, and Barbados hasn't scored a goal in over a minute. Goal attack pin passes to the shooting circle.
Barbados now at 51, USA at 25.
No, I'm concerned though that the hell ball force infringement by the goal defense Royal on the passer. I'm concerned though that the the goal attack. Payne isn't taking any attempts, many attempts. She's playing on the wing area. She's playing on the wing area a lot. Good ball movement.
And as if she heard you.
She took it and it scored.
You sure you don't have a secret connection in the area of pain?
Call it telepathy. Oh, beautiful.
The Barbados defense forcing that long, well pass into the circle.
The goal shooter by Blackman. The goal defense from the end of. Oh, that's a timeout by the U.S. with under.
Minute to go.
Actually, there's less than 10 seconds to go. And the USA has changed their wing attacks. Maybe they don't know that that time is going to be blown.
Just know.
Quarter number 3 has ended.
54 goals to
Barbados 54, USA 26.
In this quarter, we saw some changes being made by Team Barbados. The introduction.
We're back for the fourth and final quarter of the match between Barbados and the USA. Current score, Barbados 54, USA 26. Nikita Payne has gone to goal shooter, and Latonya Blackman is now playing goal attack, which I think were positions that were already being played, even though we weren't wearing those bibs.
So just a matter of switching bibs, not playing roles.
Exactly.
There's a change also in the US again, but unfortunately we don't have any names for the listening or viewing public.
Which we do know.
In the final quarter,
this is the lineup for the U.S. team for the final quarter. Goal shooter, Oshina Graham. Goal attack, Nikisha Tyndall. Wing attack, Alexi Francis. Center, Tawanda Holder. Goal defense, Shanique Robinson. And goalkeeper, Trishana Daly.
wing defense is
Brittany Shea.
Contact on Shea, as we call her name, so I guess she was waiting to her name being called.
Again, that telepathy, Cameron.
Yes, I'm good for that. Abstraction on goalkeeper Trishana Daly. The center from USA, her name is Holder. Do you think that she's related to
Brianna?
people in Barbados? Not necessarily Brianna, but the surname.
The surname is certainly very Bajan.
Yes, it is.
And there are also two Browns on the USA team.
Miasha and Michelle.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if they're related to Shadia, because Shadia puts the E at the end.
But I would not be surprised if, when you trace the lineage, if you find some Bajan roots with a name like Holder, with names like Holder and Brown.
Penalty taken by goal attack Nikisha Tyndall, and she scores center to Barbados, and we will see what Barbados can do in the last quarter. Good steal by the USA.
I do think she went offside.
The umpire called offside. USA just pulled a contact on Barbados' goal shooter. I don't know why with the ball possession in the Barbados third, why the goal shooter would be trying to force anything right in front of the umpire. Just doesn't make any sense. Good stop by the goal attack. The USA now applying some pressure around the goal circle. That is twice that the ball was in Barbados' goal third, and twice they could not get the ball into the shooting circle. Obstruction, wing defense. I think Brown needs to tidy it up some though. Tyndall scores again. So USA has scored 2 straight. They're on a mini run. Pega gets a call on the goalkeeper. Jackson.
Daly.
Blackman scores. Well, Barbados is leading, though they're not playing with cohesion. There is a lot of scrappy passes and a lot of loose balls. Too many turnover balls, actually. But to the USA's credit, they're making them work for everyone. There's another case in point.
And with the games coming up tomorrow and Sunday against Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago, respectively,
replay a ball around the goal circle by the wing defense, Brown.
They can't afford to be playing scrappily.
No, they
tomorrow
can't.
night or Sunday night.
Missed shot by Oshina Graham. We're going to be giving some stats, some shooting stats, as soon as they come to hand. But we can tell you that contact call. We can tell you that Blackman continues her onslaught of the defenses from the USA.
And as promised, we have those stats for you for the third quarter. Tyndall, 4 goals from 5 attempts. Graham, 5 goals from 5 attempts.
100% in her efforts.
Exactly, yes. For the USA, Blackman, 9 goals from 10 attempts. Holder, 5 goals from 5 attempts. And then Payne, when she came on, scored 3 goals from 3 attempts. So 100% for Holder and Payne as well. So far for the game, Blackman has made 42 attempts and has scored 37 of those. And Nikita Payne has made 13 attempts, and of those 12, she sank in the net. For the U.S., Tyndall has made 22 attempts and scored 16. Daly has scored 1 from 2, and Graham 9 from 10.
Giving the U.S. 26 from 34 at the end of the third quarter, and Barbados 54 from 60. So Barbados is shooting in the 90% range. Good steal by Demisha Crony, forcing the contact on the goal defense from the USA, Shanique Robinson.
Crony has been making some remarkable interceptions so far tonight. The crowd seems to be upset with
the umpire's call, but as usual, the umpire's decision is final. They're shooting. Barbados is playing tired though. But I realize that Barbados has made a substitution in the shooting circle, defensive circle. Shantae Seal is on the court as goalkeeper. And Shawnee Azure Bruce is off the court.
Do you think they're resting Shawnette for Cato tomorrow?
I don't know if they're arresting her for Cato tomorrow, but she's being arrested. Good stop by goalkeeper Trishana Daly. The defenses that are on court at present, the ball transition into the U.S. shooting circle is too easy now.
Agreed.
That was Barbados' center pass.
Excellent interception there by Rockyaw. And quick movement of the ball on the court. And Payne scores.
We're contented to play catch the ball and pass. I don't know what the coach is going to be looking for in a game such as this. But when you put players on court in various in various positions, I think you're expecting things to happen. Look at this, the Barbados defense. We have two jumpers, Shantae Seal and Tanisha Rockyaw. But yet the ball is being transitioned to the shooting circle too easily. A tumble between the goal defense and the goal attack, and they both got up laughing.
And the crowd laughed as well.
Yeah, it was that funny.
Fortunately, there was no tension between them as they fell on each other.
All in the name of the sport.
It's true.
Barbados up by 40 with 4:15 to go in the last quarter. Do you think we're going to get 75?
I hope so. That would be a good target.
A realistic target.
Earlier in the day, Trinidad broke the record that Barbados held previously in this tournament by scoring 112 goals against Argentina. Argentina scored 12 before Barbados had the highest score in the tournament with 110 against St. Martin.
Yes.
But Trinidad broke that record today with 112.
It's going to come down to goal average, and I think goals for, goals against will become good rebound by the goal attack. The goal average becomes important. Hence, I think Trinidad went for that score today. Loose ball by USA. Goal attack for Barbados Blackburn. She's going to sink a sitter. Barbados is sending a pass with 3:18 to go.
3 left till that's 75.
Yes. So any coach will say, okay, we've reached 75. Let's go for the 80.
Keep setting goals.
Yes. Good deflection. Goal attack for the USA. Tyndall scores a penalty. Why is the goal shooter moving? She was playing goal attack and she was moving. She's playing goal shooter. She's still moving.
Still moving.
Happy feet. Yes,
maybe that's that's her style. That's what she's accustomed doing. Who knows?
Having happy feet.
Having happy feet.
Good simultaneous landing by the goal attack. Oh, and she misses. Barbados remains at 74.
Will they remain there for long?
Here comes 75.
Here it is. So now the new goal, 80.
With 2 minutes, throwaway ball. Barbados has to tidy it up before we meet even Grenada tomorrow. We can't afford to throw away so many loose balls. 32 to USA. Tyndall scores. On Barbados is center pass. Contact goal shooter. USA has a penalty pass. Barbados is slow to react and get to the ball. 33 to the US. Under a minute to go. Barbados is 75, USA is 33. A margin of 42 goals. $76.
Will they make it to the 80? There's only seconds left on the clock.
No, they wouldn't. Hell ball call on the center from the USA, and that is Tawanda Holder. Turnover ball again.
I think she wasn't patient enough. Teams hustling to get this last goal. This probably will be the last attack of the game.
Payne scores goal 77. I think after a scrappy last quarter.
Agreed.
It was a scrappy last quarter from Barbados. There were more negatives than positive, even though the goals were scored. So Barbados will need to tidy up some things going forward into tomorrow's game, because with a team such as Grenada, it's not going to be as easy as people will think it's going to be a challenge.
Final score, USA 33, Barbados 77.
Games for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Argentina versus Canada. At 4 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. At 6 p.m. Barbados versus Grenada, and that's the one that everybody will want to see. And at 8 p.m. the USA versus St. Martin.
We have to always remember our sponsors and our donors and our contributors, because without them,
there's no competition.
It would not be possible.
No, it wouldn't be.
So we like to thank Tourism Development Corporation,
Barbados Tourism and Marketing Inc.,
the Central Bank,
Gildan Activewear,
National HIV/AIDS Commission,
the Chinese Embassy,
Zephyrin's Limited,
Banks Holdings,
Sports and Games,
Sea Vision Sports,
CIBC First Caribbean,
Atlantic Marketing,
Signia,
Sunbay Hotel,
Digicel,
Soundwave Audio Systems,
and Sports.BB. Those are our sponsors. And we'd like to thank our donors, Banyu Inc.,
Soko Hotel,
Coconut Court Hotel,
Sandals,
Rubis Sports Club,
Structural Systems,
Barbados Ice,
G&G Sales,
BIDC,
Massey Technologies,
Massey Distribution,
Brydon's Express,
Chafet Restaurant,
SMJ,
Pizza Man Doc,
Tony's Enterprises,
SNJ House Bakery,
Armstrong Agencies,
and our
the
contributors,
Barbados Olympic Association,
and the National Sports Council.
I am Cameron Gwyneth signing out.
And I'm Camila Cadogan signing out.